Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to Trauma Dumplings. I'm your host, Rachel.
Hola, soy Dora. And I'm Aoife.
Okay guys, so today we're going to be talking about a sensitive topic. We're going to be mentioning domestic violence. If that's something that's not for you, then feel free to sit out this one. But, knowing us, we make jokes about this, so it will be in a lighthearted manner. But if that's still not your cup of tea, then feel free to hop off this. Mention of suicide as well. That's another trigger warning.
Yeah, my hair is a suicide reference, so there you go.
Do you want to show them?
Yes, I should stand up here. So I have two little... Can they?
Yes.
This one's for you, this one's for me.
They look more like handcuffs.
Hell yeah, you're going to bed with me.
Oh, I don't feel safe, guys. Any other red rum, but backwards, I guess.
Attempts, yes.
Yes, red rum attempts. I think we've covered quite a lot, but basically there will be trivial things as the main point, right? I don't know, I've never done trigger warning before. But just know, if you can't handle this, you can sit out. Anyways, what?
I thought you were going to be like, if you can't handle it, you're a little pussy. That's what I thought you were going to say.
Wow, who do you think I am? But yeah, I want to start this episode by asking you a question and maybe open that discussion because, not gonna lie, I don't even really know the answer myself. Do you think Asian physical discipline is abuse? So this would be the parents smacking the kids if they did something bad or whatever.
Not gonna lie, some kids clearly haven't been smacked.
Yeah.
So obviously you shouldn't just slap your children for getting bad grades or something like that. But if they're being really bad, you have a pass from me to go for it, to be honest.
Because sometimes I wonder myself, if I wasn't smacked, would I be a shitty human? I don't know. But yeah, I just wonder. I find there are some methods that are clearly abuse. For example, if a parent smacked you for doing something bad, on your hand like this, I think that's fine.
Oh yeah, I agree. I thought you were gonna be like, that's not fine. I'm like, pussy.
No. Yeah, no, that's fine. I can handle that. I'll have you know I'm not a pussy. But yeah, stuff like that, I think that's fine.
Then what do you consider not fine?
Throwing your child against a wall.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, don't fucking do that, obviously. But yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, fair. Anything to do with knives.
Oh yeah, knives or burning your kids.
Yes,
yeah.
Cigarette burns, yeah.
What's your overall consensus until it gets to a certain method, degree?
Basically just a... But not...
So not a repeat.
Yeah, exactly.
I will also have to say this as well. We are not the ones you should be expecting a super serious conversation about this. Yes, my mother did use physical discipline on me. And also some other traumatic things, low key. But also I think it turned out okay. If you disregard the traumatic, super traumatic stuff, disregard all of that, right? I think I'm a very well-behaved citizen. What does your mum smack you with?
Mainly the hand. I can't recall if this is accurate, but do you know those balloon sticks McDonald's used to have?
Yeah, they would give it away to kids, yeah.
I can't remember if I did it to myself or if she did it to me or someone else did. But it hurts.
Yeah, no,
it hurts. It's fuck.
Yeah, I remember bringing those balloons home and whenever they'd be lying on the ground for whatever reason, and that was within my mother's reach, she would use that to smack me in the legs. And then she also used the very this is I think this is Asian kids collective trauma bond. It's do you know the feather dusters with the long wooden stick? Yeah, I got smacked in the legs off that so many times.
Oh Jesus.
Did you?
Don't think so. Honestly, I would say physical discipline wasn't the biggest. I mean, I definitely did get when I was younger.
Do you know what I'm talking about though? Yeah, the feather duster.
Yeah.
And I remember my sister, she was like, I've had enough, right? So she hid this on my mum. And then obviously that also resulted in her beating her. But it was a sacrifice worth making, you know what I mean? She took one to her team.
Wow. Carmen,
Yes, thank you, Carmen.
Wait, did your mom just not buy another one?
No, for some reason. But also, she could use other things in the house.
Yeah, true.
Like, there's so many that she used. Do you want to play a game?
Okay.
We're going to list a bunch of discipline methods. We're going to go one after each other.
Okay.
And then the first to mess up, right, loses.
Okay.
And punishment, right, you'll get a slap in the wrist.
Wow, lovely.
Yeah, just like how they did back in the day.
Oh, wow, I feel so nostalgic.
Do you want to go first or shall I go first?
You go first.
Let's also be specific as well. So let's not just say, for example, hands.
Oh, yeah, okay,
Like
yeah,
slapping, punching.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, slapping.
No dinner.
Punching.
You lost already.
I'm using rapid fire, come on.
Maybe because I wasn't hit enough as a child.
There's other methods. For example, that feather duster, you could have said that even though it's not.
Well, I didn't want to because that's too obvious, and also that's taking the easy way out.
I just took the easy way out by using the examples.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, so take the easy way out. Do whatever the fuck you need. Just keep it going, girl. Do you want a second chance?
No. Okay, fine. Let's do it again. No dinner.
Slapping.
Punching.
Feather duster.
McDonald's balloon stick.
Coat hanger.
Baseball bat.
Oh my god, slippers.
Standing outside.
Yeah. Belt.
Belt. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Come on.
Oh, rip off all your bedroom posters.
Does that count?
Yes, it fucking does. That's what my mum did to me, and you know what? I've been heartbroken ever since. I think that's exactly why I don't have posters in my room.
Damn.
Because I know that they can get ripped easily. Keep going.
I lost now. Fucking hell. I didn't know ripping off posters off the wall.
Yeah, it's psychological trauma. Okay,
Damn.
I remember I had so many like Brat posters on my wall, and then when okay, this is so fucking dramatic, right? But I don't know how. For some reason, when I was a kid, I knew the word precious. So like, so one day, I don't know why my mom was angry. I must have done something wrong, or maybe I didn't. But like then she went in my room like, rip, and I was like, no, please don't, my precious.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's.
And that's why you should be English lecturer.
Yes. Actually, yeah. How do I know the word precious at that young age?
Yeah, that's what I'm
No
saying.
idea.
Fuck, I'm crying from laughter. That was so funny. But yeah, because of your beautiful reenactment, I can't actually imagine how traumatic that would be.
Well, I'm glad it paid off, babes.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
Anyways,
well.
I'll take my punishment.
Okay, I'll take my rings off. Or do you want them on?
Do it as hard as you want.
Ew.
Okay. Ow! Abuse! Someone call the police! Help! This girl's abusing me!
Have you ever had a parent like break the lock on your door? Like you know, I know. Okay, obviously this is not as like intense, but you know in the movie The Shining, and then like where like the dad, obviously he's been possessed by the hotel,
yes,
and he like smashes through the door with
hammer.
axe,
Yeah,
and then like obviously Shelley Duvall's like and then but then he's like, here's Johnny. The thing is, right, that's basically what it felt like for me, like with my mom like smashing the door open, but like I had the lock on, so obviously the door was resisting. She smashed it to the point the lock bent.
Damn.
And then she like unscrews the locks later.
Why was she trying to get to you?
Basically because I fell asleep after an argument, and then she texted me for dinner, but I didn't answer because yeah, I was like sleeping, and then she was like
Gosh, she thought you killed yourself or something.
no,
Wait, why was she that worried?
she wasn't worried.
Oh, she was angry at you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was thinking that argument was tipped you over or something and you killed yourself.
No, that argument made me take a nap instead.
I've never had a bedroom lock.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks. It's really nice.
Actually, when we were viewing this house, well, I wasn't viewing, but my mum was, right, obviously, because this is not my house. You could actually have locks on the door, but she was like, no, remove it.
Oh.
And her excuse is, oh, what if you faint? Well, she's not gonna fucking help me, is she? See, in the previous episode, right, I mentioned fainting in the bathroom. She slid right through that. You know, when I bashed my head off the sink, the toilet, and then the bin, she slid right through it.
Well, then that's fucking useless.
Yeah, so like, give me the fucking lock. But no, it's fine, I don't really care. But yeah, I got all sorts. Mine was more physical. Did your mum ever throw you outside the house?
I can't remember.
Because my mum threw me and my sister out the house.
Oh, jeez.
Like, she was just out and then locked the door. Plus, I don't know how much time passed. I don't know, it could have been like so short, but it felt like an eternity to me, obviously, because I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I was just out there crying, and then eventually she let me back in.
Wow.
But yeah, is that abuse? I don't fucking know.
I mean, I'd say locking your kids out of the house, making them think that they're never gonna have a home again, or also risking them being kidnapped, probably, I'd say.
Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, she did that. She did it a lot more to my sister because she was more quote-unquote misbehaved.
I think, in my opinion, anything that ends up like damaging your child's health could be considered abuse.
Yes, I would say so. Like, if you make your child bleed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a concluding opinion on this, because here's the thing, what if I've just been so desensitized to, like, I don't give a fuck?
We'll never know.
Because, like, it was, like, my normal. Yeah, and obviously not every single thing I done was, like, warrant of being snagged, you know, but whatever. It's... Oh!
What?
Oh, hold on, let me sip this water first. You know what all the potential abuse did teach me, though? So, this is so messed up. This is actually messed up, right? Maybe. I don't know. But when my mum was about to smack me, or, like, was, like, telling me off for doing something, and then will be proceeding to smack me afterwards to make sure I learned my lesson, as she would say, to spare her precious hands, right? I would start smacking myself so that she didn't have to, and then she would be like, no. She said, no, don't do that. Only I could do that. Boom. No, she didn't say that part, right? But she would be like, oh, no. And then I would just keep going. I was like, do you feel bad now, huh? Do you want to keep smacking me?
That's perfect, honestly.
Well, I never said that, but, like, basically that was my symbolism of saying
That was your intention.
Yes,
That's perfect, honestly. She deserved that.
Yeah, and it would be, like, full-on punches, you know what I mean? Like, it was no pussy punch, you know what I mean? Did you ever tell, like, I mean, obviously you had, like, not the physical aspect of it, but if you mentioned this to, like, you know, your white peers, did they ever look at you like, what the fuck, like, concern or anything like that?
I don't think I ever told them. Well, I mean, I did tell, like, mention, like, oh yeah, my mom and dad are always fighting, and then they would be like, well, why are they always fighting? And I'll be like, is that not normal?
Well, that actually moves on to my next question, actually. When did you realise your family wasn't normal?
Ooh. What? Wait, do you want to answer your about the talking to friends first, or?
Yeah, I could.
Okay.
My white peers were just like, what the fuck, is that allowed? Like, why would they do that? They were just, like, confused, and it was like, you know? But, like, obviously, not much of a concern to the teachers. They're like, oh, that's probably normal in a Chinese household. Don't need to call CPS. I don't know why they never, like, maybe ask, am I okay, or anything like that, but yeah.
Maybe they were just like, oh, it's just a little chinky, it's fine.
Probably. They're like, oh, other chinkies out there have it worse. Some people are in sweatshops right now, like, this girl should be this girl not should be there, but should feel privileged to be in this classroom instead.
Good God.
Something like that, probably. I have no idea. Anyways, back to you. When did you realise your family wasn't normal?
I think I always, like, had a feeling, maybe, but I think where it was, like, really confirmed was, I guess, like, it was either when, like, for National 5 in high school, like, we were we had to come up with ideas for our essay, and one of my proposals was about domestic abuse, and then, like, after, like, my teacher collected in the papers, she was like, hey Eva, can I see you after class? You're not in trouble, don't worry. I was like, what the fuck did I do? But then she was like, hey, I just wanted to check, I'm so sorry that this happened to you, are you okay? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. And I would just be like, yeah, I'm fine. I guess that, like, was where it really solidified for me. But, like, I guess beforehand, like, I did realize it wasn't normal.
Now that you mentioned personal essays, I never wrote them unless, like, the teacher really pushed it. Because, first of all, this is, like, National 5, so, like, maybe 14, 15, 16? 16, right? In Scotland, anyways, where you do your exams. Imagine asking a kid to write something interesting about their 16 years of living on Earth, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have much. And, like, my quote unquote interesting stuff, you know, I'm not gonna get a phone call sent home, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
no.
I'm not gonna write about, oh yeah, my mother smacked me, and like threw me at the house sometimes.
That's the risk, isn't it?
Yeah. So like, I never wrote personal essays.
I didn't give a fuck. But also at the time, like, it's because I didn't really talk to my bio dad. So, oh wait, actually, no. I remember now. The time I realized this wasn't, my life wasn't normal, was actually, the night my mother called the police on my bio dad. And then also, I took a statement with the police that same night.
Right, okay.
And then the next day I had to deliver a letter to the guidance teacher about it. Basically, one night, my mom, my brother, and she took us all up to my bio dad to talk about him transferring, like, child money to her every week. Because the amount he transferred to us was so damn low. £72 a week, by the way.
Oh, between two kids? Damn.
No, sorry, 70. And then my bio dad obviously didn't take it well, pissed and shit. He eventually slapped my mom. I went in between them, and then eventually, like, they all left. Well, no, we left. And then my mom called the police as we were on our way out. I remember my bio dad just being like, yeah, call them. I'll tell them you've been committing adultery or some shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Then we took the police statement and then went on into the next day, which was a school day. But obviously couldn't sleep because of that whole fucking thing. Later that morning, my mom decided to write a note and like she gave it to me to pass on to my brother and I's guidance teacher, because obviously I'm the older one, which means I'm the responsible one, supposedly.
Not really, though.
No, not really. Basically, the letter was just to like tell the guidance teacher, hi, so basically like their dad got arrested last night, he's abusive, yada yada. So if they do really bad in school, you know, if their grades suck, it's just because of what happened tonight. Basically an excuse like for us, like, let them pass kind of thing.
Yeah, like, you know.
Like, let them pass, babes. Yeah. Like, it's not their fault, babes.
It's like my sympathy essay.
Yes, exactly. But then on the way to school, my mom called me. I was like, hey, he's been arrested now, but I obviously didn't write that in the letter because I just got the update. Can you please tell your guidance teacher that? And I was like, oh, fuck. Like, how do I make this as quick and less awkward as possible? So I do. I march into the guidance teacher office, and I see my guidance teacher. I'm like, sir, hand out the letter to him. But then when he grabs the letter, I don't let go, and I'm like, update. He was arrested this morning.
With no context at all.
Yeah. And then he was like, okay. And then after he said that, I let go and I walked off.
Wow.
So yeah.
You're still on business. You want to be in there and out.
Exactly. But then after that, I was like, what the fuck did I just do? I think I just made that extra awkward.
Yeah, no, because like there was no context. And then you were just like, update, he's been arrested.
Yeah.
As if he knew what that meant at all.
I know, I should have let him read the letter first and then, or no, you know something fucking stupid. I should have grabbed my own pencil and written on the note, in the note instead.
Yeah, legit.
But no, I didn't fucking think of that at the time. That's the story of the guidance note.
And when you realise your family isn't normal. So yeah, in case you guys haven't noticed, we'll be talking about our traumas. Primarily Aoife's for today, because one episode cannot fit us both, and also one episode can't even finish one of our stories anyways. And we also have to be careful as well, because of how long our story is, like we might get carried away and like this might be like 2 hours long, who knows?
True. No, I have a slightly longer story.
Where do you think your trauma like really started though? Like it really like shifted your brain chemistry. Would it be the fish story?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I would say no, but also like it's still a funny story to tell. Well, it's not really funny, but it is to me. So that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's another thing about this. We will be making jokes because that's just who we are. And also it's our trauma, so we could joke about it as much as we want. If you're expecting something serious, go watch something else.
Yeah.
But don't finish this first and then
yes.
someone else.
Or at least comment about how much we suck for being so insensitive before you fuck off.
Yes, please do that. Thank you.
So basically, when I was very young and still lived back in Ireland, we owned a takeaway. One night my parents were fighting. My mum, brother and I were all upstairs, but my father downstairs in the takeaway kitchen. And my mum was like, hey, can you please go downstairs and like tell him to like stop being angry and just come upstairs. So I was like, okay. Okay. Like,
Wait, first of all, why put your kids in the middle of this? You know what I mean?
to be fair, it's because at the time I was the favorite child.
Oh, okay.
So
that
I think
makes
like
sense,
it was
right.
no, that's the thing. I was the only one he didn't like beat. So that's why she thought I was like safe.
That's also another reason why he did what he did to you.
Yes. Hold on,
Yes.
babes. Hold on, babes. So I went down, I was like, Dad, Mom says stop being angry and just come upstairs and go to bed. And he was like, okay. Would you like to go out and see some fish? And in my mind, I was thinking like two things. You know, a walk to the like beach, the ocean could really calm him down. But also, oh my god, I get to see Nemo! Hell yeah, I wanna go see some fishes!
Yeah, go fucking see them right now, go!
So I was like, oh, yes please.
Uh-huh.
I got really excited, and I didn't care about what I wore because I thought no one would see it. But I think it should have clicked in my mind. It was nighttime. How am I gonna see the fishies? Like, how will I ever find Nemo, you know?
Yeah, the water's black.
But not only that, right? Even in the daytime, I still couldn't see through the water. It was
It's
still
dirty,
murky.
yeah.
So, but in my mind, I wasn't thinking that. I was just like, yay, la 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 la.
That's so funny.
So yeah, he just carried me and like we left the takeaway. But as we were walking away and like we walked further out towards the ocean, I suddenly hear my mom scream, and I was like, what the fuck? and then but he kept walking like there was nothing wrong. So I was like, oh, it's fine, Nemo, la 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 la. But yeah, so that happened. Then we got to the sea. There was obviously a little barrier like made of like rocks or stones. Separating the land and the sea. It was like pretty high up. He was like looking over, right? And I was like, oh my god, he's trying to find Nemo with me. So I was like, where? All right, where's Nemo? Okay, where are you, Nemo? But then suddenly my mom comes running and she's like, Aoife! And then I don't understand what's going on, so I look behind me and then she's like, Aoife, look, we have to call the police and get them to arrest your dad. Like, you know, we have to. And then I didn't know what the fuck was going on, right? So I started crying. I was like, I want to go. I don't want to see Nemo anymore. We went back all together, and I didn't notice at the time, but basically my mom revealed to me later when they got back and I just went upstairs to go sleep. My bio dad told my mom I was gonna jump with Aoife.
I don't know if it's like your storytelling or like, you know, the context of your childhood innocence, like all muddled into this that makes it so funny, right? But like, oh my god, why is that so fucking funny?
I don't know, it just is.
And also another thing is, right, I feel like what would have happened, right? Like, let's say your mother hadn't reached you in time or didn't notice, whatever the reason is, right? I feel like what would happen, he would throw you in the ocean. Throw you into the ocean first, and then you realise he'll pussy out, so then he'll live and you die. Like, that just gives me like your dad vibes, you know what I mean?
You know what, I get that, but also at the time he was actually like, he did get diagnosed with depression after, so I think he would have jumped in.
Okay.
Don't worry, I wouldn't have died alone.
I remember you telling me a story, right? Like, for the first time, obviously, right? I proceed to ask, so, like, you know, are you, like, traumatized like, by fish? Or, like, you know, like, see when you eat, like, fish and chips? Are you, like, triggered? Obviously, I knew the answer, right? But I just, for some reason, it mattered more to me in that moment to ask and make a joke.
That was so insensitive, but it's so funny.
I'm so glad that we're at the stage of our friendship that we're just able to make jokes about each other's traumas. You know what I mean?
Me too.
Like imagine making a new friend and like you can't straight off the bat be like, yeah, so like my dad tried to red rum me backwards.
Red
Imagine telling that story to them and then the first thing they do is, oh my god, are you okay? Like,
No, that's the thing. I hate that. Like the thing is, like I don't know if this is unhealthy or not. It probably is. Whenever I tell anything like this, it's typically considered so outrageous and so bizarre. I expect people to laugh. But also, like, I find everything funny, so just please laugh. But when they don't, I'm like, oh, y'all aren't fun. Like, y'all are boring. I need to fuck off. Obviously, I know, like, that's I'm the one with the wrong mindset, so.
Same here, I'm wrong too, but I don't care.
And obviously you guys don't, which is why you're here.
Exactly. I don't think I'll ever come across someone with a story like that.
Good. There's only room for one.
But yeah, no, that is quite crazy if you actually think about it. When was the moment you realised what was actually about to happen that night? Like, did you just eventually click?
The truth of what he was gonna do to me?
Yeah.
No. I just like thought like, oh, he just wanted to take me to see fishies. But then for some reason, like, my mum wasn't happy with it. But I wasn't mad at her. I don't know how, but I was never mad at her for that. Maybe deep down I did feel something was off. I mean, actually, I did feel something was off when he kept walking after my mum screamed for me. Like, I felt like something was wrong, but like, I just didn't know what.
Yeah.
So, in the end, I never suspected anything because I was like, oh, both my parents are like good, you know, that they're good to me kind of thing. But it was only like years later, like, as in, like, this happened when I was like in the very early stages of primary school in Ireland. But then fast forward to high school here in Scotland, that was around the time she told me the truth.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, I didn't know until like years later.
And how did you take it when she first told you?
I was like, oh, I could have been a fish. I mean, for a while, I think I couldn't look at him the same way, but now I'm just like, that's funny. Especially because like back then I didn't know what was going on, so I don't think it could have traumatized me. So yeah. And now, to this day, I'm very healthy.
Okay, lupus, depression, anxiety.
Okay, well, 2 out of 3 of those things I haven't been officially diagnosed with, okay?
Well, you take antidepressants.
I would say that's those are my stories. I'm not actually that traumatized by it, but it did change me.
But I will say, like, I feel like you will be more traumatized if, like, your skin did touch water that night.
Oh yeah, no, 100%, 100%. Oh no, you know something really funny. I mean, okay, maybe not actually funny, but to us kind of funny, right? I don't know if it was a few nights later, a few weeks later, a month later. Basically, I was just in my bed sleeping. Like, this was again back in like Ireland after the attempted murder-suicide.
Yeah.
He lifted me out of bed. He put socks on me, right?
Okay.
And he was just carrying me, and I was just like sleepy. And I thought like, oh, it's fine. He's just lifting me out for some reason. I don't fucking know why. You know, like, what does he want to do? I don't know. Who cares? I want to sleep. Also, it's my dad. He's not gonna do anything to me. But then suddenly, my mom comes, and then she fucking bitch slaps that motherfucker. And then he ends up letting me go, putting me to the side, and then they start arguing instead. So he was trying to kill me again.
Damn, that's crazy. He was like, I'll be successful this time.
No. Motherfucker failed twice.
Yeah.
You know how embarrassing that is? Failing once, okay, fine. Failing twice? Come on.
But also, I'm glad he failed.
Yeah, but still, what a loser.
But also, another interesting part of this is like, why did he put socks on you?
To keep my feet warm when we went outside in the cold air.
Oh, it's like you don't wake up sort of thing.
Probably.
Because I'm like, well, if you're going to end up in the ocean anyway, like, why does the salt matter? It's not going to keep your feet warm then.
I know, I would have wet socks in the ocean. Ew.
Not only did he fail twice, he was going to do something so cringe.
I know. I wish more people laughed at this.
Yeah, no, like, maybe people watching this will laugh.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, why are you here?
If you laughed, let us know.
Yes, please. But yes, I guess that would be some stories. The most traumatizing? No. The funniest? Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely the funniest.
I don't think I have really anything up to that standard.
I mean, I'm glad.
Yeah, because my parents didn't want to kill me. My parents should have aborted me though.
Mine too.
I think, honestly, like, not gonna lie, like, I genuinely stand by this. I feel like if my mother did not have me and my sister, I think her quality of life might be better. I think she might be happier because, you know, she then wouldn't have to be quote-unquote stuck with my dad.
Mine's the exact same.
Yeah. First of all, my parents' relationship is so confusing, so I don't know what the fuck it is, right? And I don't know the timeline of it. Well, they were married, but for some reason my mother lied about that to me. She said that her and my dad was never married. I don't know why she said that, but I found out, I think I was 16 or 17, that they were actually married and had a divorce. Like, there's actual documentation of it. For some reason I was lying on the kitchen floor. I don't know why. That's how I found out at the age of 17 that my parents have in fact been married and divorced legally.
Wow.
Yeah. What I was led to believe growing up was that, you know, my dad was like wanting to, like, you know, look after us because that's the duty of a man. I don't know if that's his actual reason, but he stayed with my mother. He was just there for some reason. Well, he wasn't really there because he was working all the time, so I never really saw him that much. But he would just like come home and then like interact if there was an opportunity to interact with us. Yeah, I generally think she would have been happier because then she wouldn't have to deal with all of that and traumatizing 2 kids.
Because I was an accident and it was my birth, my existence, that made my parents marry. Which is why there was so much poo in my house.
Luckily, I didn't have any poo apart from my mom doing it to me. It's okay, I still live under her roof, okay?
I mean, at least like, at least I just got a front row seat, you know? You were the show.
I was the show, yeah.
I'm so sorry, babe.
No, it's okay. But also, sometimes I wonder, like, if my dad was more present in my life, would he have bet me too?
Interesting.
Yeah, I just wondered that. I've never asked him. Should I message him right now and see what he says?
Yeah.
Like, hey, Dad.
do you want?
Yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, like, hey,
Are you okay just texting your dad like that?
Yeah.
Wow.
We never message each other anyway, so like, it doesn't matter.
That's so amusing.
Well, we do message, but like, it's not ever like progressive in any way. See if you didn't work so much when I was a kid. Do you think you would have hit me?
Oh my fucking god.
Would have hit me as much as mom did?
She's fucking serious, by the way.
What's wrong with it? Is there something wrong with asking that?
Like, I mean, usually Asian parents are very more like hush hush with these kinds of things, you know? But you're not, so.
Yeah, that sound good, yeah.
Wanna show them?
It's real. I'll stand up and hit send so you guys know it's real. Got a screenshot after this, but this is me sending it, okay? There we go, send. Don't know if you'll respond within this episode, but I will give you updates. So my dad actually responded to my message.
Hell yeah, okay. Come on, what did your dad say?
So my dad said, right, let me get a message. He said, I will not hit you, but I miss loving you and Carmen, and then thumbs up emoji.
Huh? Lame! I wonder where he was like, yeah, you were a little shit back then. I would have fucking punched you to death.
Nice to know that he wouldn't abuse me, Aoife.
You're right. Sorry. Yes, I'm happy for you.
Either way, I still didn't feel love from my parents. I still don't even know if they tell me they do.
Are you not going to text them back?
I'll text them later.
Okay.
It's okay, it's fine. But yeah, interesting, he wouldn't hit me. But also, like, what if that's him trying to be PC, you know?
No, that's the thing, what is an Asian parent gonna admit to on text? That they hit you? No, they're gonna be like, oh my god,
no, I would never do that to you.
Exactly.
So who knows, really? This might be a silly question.
Okay, go ahead.
But you know how I just revealed there that I've never felt love from both my parents before? Have you ever felt love from your parents?
It's just the fucking way you asked that. I think when I was younger, I definitely have. But the problem is, I was always like scared.
Same.
So yeah, there's that, you know.
Yeah, I think I do agree with you. Like, when I did have my like childhood innocence and didn't realise that what was happening to me was like maybe a little wrong, you know. Obviously, I was led to believe that the outside world is scary and like your true protectors are your parents because that's what every single kid is told, you know, stranger bad, blah blah blah. Yeah, I would say like maybe, I can't say confidently, but like maybe I did feel more of my parents' love then. Like, it got to a point, I don't remember the exact context of how this was brought up. I know for sure that it was a topic of why do you not share anything with your mother. I said to her like, oh, I'm just not gonna lie, I'm just afraid of you. Like the last time, not even the last so many times that I've shared, you know, my feelings and whatnot, right? You didn't receive it well, so now I'm just always fearful of you and I don't want to tell you anything. And do you know what she said?
I do?
Yeah, you do. She said to me, it's okay, you're all grown up now, you don't have to be scared anymore. But she said it in Cantonese, obviously, and I think it's so much funnier in Cantonese.
Wait, can you repeat it in Cantonese?
Yeah, she's like,大個女啦，你唔使驚啦. Girl, you say that to a kid who's scared of monsters underneath their bed.
Your story, like, about being scared of your parents reminds me a lot of mine. But I definitely did face some fear back then. Even though I did, like, feel their love. Now, I don't feel their love, but at least on the bright side, I don't fear them either. Like if so if my bio dad tries to, for some reason, kill me for the third time, feed me to fishies again. Third time is usually the charm.
But also you're not on an island anymore, so...
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But third time's usually charm, so there's a very good chance he could be successful. But
maybe.
Luckily, at one point I genuinely thought he was like gonna die. So like I think right now at this point he's weaker than I am, so I could just as easily fucking yeet him into the fishies. So that's the thing, like I don't have to be scared of him. He has to be scared of me.
Yes. Facts.
And then my mom, well, she just cries about how I don't love her anymore. I think I said something along the lines of, I do, but you make me want to kill myself.
Actually?
I think at some point I definitely did tell her that she made me want to kill myself.
Yeah, because she did.
Multiple times.
That
exactly.
was true, by the way.
Yes, fact. Yeah, there are lots of stories, but they are for another day.
Okay,
another episode, which you guys gotta watch if you want to find out.
Exactly, so stick around. So yeah, now back to Chad, your father.
Oh, yes.
That's not his legal name, so don't worry, you won't find him.
But also, if you want to find him, it's...
I don't think anyone find him.
Well, actually, I mean, wait, what if... Do you think he would be on the system? Because... Oh, yeah, fun fact, right? I don't know if it's a fun fact, to be honest. It's kind of outrageous. But basically, when he was arrested the next day after we made the police report, he eventually got out on bail. You know how much the bail was?
What?
£200.
That's really fucking low.
I know.
Because, like, listen, I'm watching Shameless right now, and, like, their bail is, like, 50, 10,000, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean?
That's what it should be.
Like, 200 quid, like, God,
200, yeah, £200, I swear to God.
Did he hate money or something?
I don't fucking know, but it was £200 for being an abusive husband.
Wow.
And father. I don't know if this is a UK thing or what, but...
Well, I mean, you'll find out soon, because you'll study law, and, like, it'll probably come up somewhere, right?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Touch wood.
Yeah, you could. Don't do that. For the mics.
Sorry. I mean, like, I could go on, but
yeah.
I mean, like I said before, are those the most traumatizing stories? No, but they are the funniest, which is why I wanted to share them today. My most traumatizing ones are not as entertaining, to be honest. Like,
I also want to ask you, do you think there's any... I mean, maybe I know the answer to this, so I don't know why I'm asking, but, like, do you think there's any memories that your brain has suppressed you from?
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. Out of my brother and I remember most of it, whereas he remembers little to nothing.
Damn.
See, different trauma responses.
Yeah, it's somewhat interesting. I don't, like, even though it's so dark, I don't know why it intrigues me some way. Yeah, like, how does your brain just remove that memory from you? Because, like, what's it? For me, I remember, like, random parts of my childhood, but there's lots that I don't remember, and I don't know why. My childhood, though there were some messed up parts of it, I think it was okay.
Okay.
I think it was not that bad.
That's what they all say. Then they turn out like you. Oh, man. You hear this, bitch?
Yeah, like, I didn't really go for
Denial is a river in Egypt.
Maybe I am in denial, okay? There has been times where I have been unrelated to my childhood. Obviously, there's things that messed me up, but, like, overall, it wasn't as bad as it could have been. And I am okay with that, and I'm doing okay now. But yeah, I guess, how shall we conclude this episode then? Make light of your trauma? No, that's not healthy.
No, that's not.
Don't do that. I mean, I'm not your mum, so, like, do whatever the fuck you want, right? But, like, that is really not a healthy way to deal with all of this. I mean, no, I have told my therapist about it, but, like, not to the depth of this, like how we are doing right now, because I was afraid. I was always afraid, like genuinely, like, a huge portion of my childhood and teenage years was just being fucking afraid and anxious.
You're just so scared?
Yes, but now I don't have to be anymore. That's the conclusion. I don't have to be scared anymore.
I actually have my own conclusion too.
Oh, please share.
Yeah, okay. I guess, like, the conclusion I've drawn from talking to you, and of course, like, explaining some of my lore, I've learned that, like, when life throws you into the ocean, just keep swimming.
Wow.
Like,
of course.
She had the right mindset.
You can't even swim, can you?
Shut up. Shut the fuck up! Excuse me, I'm trying to promote a positive message to our viewers or listeners, and here you are fucking ruining it.
Oh, my bad.
Thanks a lot. You know what? I'm gonna change this now in light of your negativity. Just keep drowning, just keep drowning.
Yeah, and you know what?
Fuck healing. Stay funny.